Jeff Teat has taken the league by storm in the 2024 season. In his game against the Denver Outlaws, he tied the single-season points record at 44 points. He did this before the All-Star break and is on pace to have one of the greatest pro-lacrosse seasons in history. The Canadian product out of Cornell isn't dominant in physical attributes, but makes up for it with his world-class stick skills. His background in box lacrosse translates perfectly into the field game with his amazing inside finishing skills. It feels like he can handle any ball thrown his way and can always get a shot off. Today I'm going to show what makes Jeff Teat so good. There are 2.1 million lacrosse players in the world, and only 3% of them will get recruited to play D1 lacrosse. Every player is working just as hard as you, making it impossible to get ahead. To become a D1 player, you need to work smarter than everyone else. Video analysis is the newest technology to work smarter and become the best player in the field. Visit the link in the description to get your film analyzed by the nation's best players. After a single session with a coach, I promise you'll be one of the smartest players in the field. Let's get back to the video. Here's our first clip.
Young players are watching. Schellenberger plays with what I call a quiet stick. Teat scores.
Teat attacks Epple on the wing in this clip. What makes this dodge so effective is how Teat utilizes leverage. He knows that Epple is one of the strongest defenders in the PLL, so he wants to stay away from his body. To do this, he activates his dodge farther away than he normally would. He knows he doesn't have a direct line to the cage, so his goal is to get Epple out of position. By dodging downfield, it puts Epple into a trail position and one of very little leverage. In this position, Teat now has a direct line to the cage. He focuses on attacking the end of Epple's stick because he has the least amount of leverage there. Now he can dodge upfield and gain angle on the cage. Most players would release this ball extremely early, but Teat stays calm and continues to gain angle by moving in front of the goal. He then buries the shot easily. Here's our next clip.
That's right. He won a national championship. He was a Tewaaraton finalist. He just showed up yesterday at camp. Oh, what a pass again from Teat!
Teat receives his ball under extreme pressure. He stays calm though and runs to free space, absorbing the contact. Teat knows that someone will be open during all of this chaos. He keeps his head up and assesses the field looking for a cutter. He understands that the shot clock is about to run out, so he can throw a risky pass. He sees Costabile cutting on the backside and whips his pass across the field. Even if Costabile didn't catch this, it would have been a good shot clock kill. What you can take away here is to always keep your head up during the chaos of the play. Someone will always be open. Here's our next clip.
Teat loses his defender and scores easily.
This is a great example of how to refuse a pick. Teat dodges from this low wing on Epple. Again, he activates an open space, knowing he doesn't want to get into body contact with Epple. Teat attacks Epple's top foot towards the pick. Once Epple's hips open, Teat immediately cuts back the other way towards the cage. This is so effective because Epple has to think about the pick to his left and Teat in front of him, making his job harder. Defenders tend to expect you to come over the pick, so they shade their hips that way. By refusing the pick, you psych the defender out and can easily get a step. The key here is to make a move towards the pick and then cut back the other way. Teat now has an open line to the cage and increases his angle in front of it. Notice how he keeps his finish simple, faking high and shooting low. Here's our last clip.
Oh, he had Dixon.
Instead, they get the second one, and that's Teat.
Teat is playing on the inside here on the man up. He sees his inside defender leave him for another cutter. He now only has his top defender in his vicinity. As Schellenberger drives up X, this bottom defender is drawn towards him. Once Teat sees this, he cuts down towards that defender. By following the slide, he moves into open space and away from all the defenders in the field. Notice how he makes this decision firmly and cuts. He doesn't slowly float down and hope the ball comes to him. He understands the small pocket of time he has to get the ball. Teat is able to finish with a beautiful quick stick on the backside. Jeff Teat has a bright future ahead of him, and this season will put him into the record books. He continues to prove himself as one of the smartest players in the field, making him the best. If you want to become a smarter lacrosse player, check out the link in the description, and don't forget to like and subscribe.